celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
But no doubt about it, there were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Space. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Jackson gonna throw it. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires it incomplete. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
And the pass hits, picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball. And
he'll be brought down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw for it. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Man, 3rd and 1, we're bringing in all the beef, right? We're bringing more guys to the line of scrimmage, more guys near the ball, thinking run, run, run. How about this? They try to be coy, slip the pass in there. Defense says, no, no, no. They were ready for it. Get the big sack, get the lost yards play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires the pass, intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. He's loose. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
Looking to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
17, LSU, 7.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Jackson will throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, LSU. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, he shows you his speed, his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now he's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Lee. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy's quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Looking for space. It's Russell. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking it.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. When you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality in the ground.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They knock him down right there.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He shanked it. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the afterburners, kid. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So
looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Jackson. Quickly complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Working that left side. Afterburners coming. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really...
He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
He's not afraid to go deep. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. First down here for the offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Skips away from pressure. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking left. He caught it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick strike complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
He wants to pass it on second down. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers! And here they come almost all the way back. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's back to throw on second down. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with him. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Touchdown, Arkansas! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
And the ball slipped out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Offense getting set for first down. Running back goes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down.
Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, going up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical fourth down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Quarterback will audible. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A shot toward the end zone. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll give it to the back. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. These corners going to give them some space. Shakes off the defender. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Tall hill to climb here. 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. Just don't turn that thing over. Jackson going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
LSU 42.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The handoff to Johnson. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything.
And he breaks into the open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Quarterback on the keeper. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And running the option, you got a quarterback like this that's dynamic. You tell him, I'm running the football unless they give me a reason to use another option. And he didn't need another option. Dude, what a game breaker. Just takes off, turns on the jets. Bye, Felicia.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking for a huge play. And he's got it inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets open down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. LSU quick to the line. They'll give it to Johnson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Game is tied. Just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Jackson will throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try it over the left side. Discards a man. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to power their way ahead. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Left to go. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration of the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, that